Hi guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Ella if you're new here. Welcome to another Matcha Talk with Ella. Grab your matcha and let's have a little chit chat. Okay guys, today we are going to be talking about money in my pocket. I love this topic. It was inspired by the book I'm currently reading, which is A Happy Pocket Full of Money. This book is written by David Cameron Gikandi. Actually, this book was recommended to me by Dochi. I saw one of her TikToks. I absolutely love her. And funny story, in high school, I nicknamed myself Dochi because one of my names is Udochi, which means peace. But I was just like calling myself Dochi, and I actually put that on my high school graduating like certificate or whatever. And my dad sees it and he's so mad because he's like, what does Dochi even mean? This is actually a topic that I absolutely love. Like, I am so passionate about everything about this, like everything about wealth, abundance, prosperity, luck, money. And I feel like it's something that everyone needs to be obsessed with. Like the idea of being successful because you're taking yourself from base metal to gold, like I'm always talking about. It's alchemy and I love alchemy. I'm gonna start putting chapters in my videos. The first topic is energy. The second topic is wealth consciousness. The third topic is money science. And the fourth is attraction. So, energy. What is energy? Light is energy. One of the things that really excite me, and I don't know if it's just because I'm a nerd, is quantum physics. Quantum physics is so tied to spirituality, and I don't think anyone is able to see that. But if you see it, you can't unsee it. You can't unknow something. I'm going to be reading from this book. Quantum physics is the study of the building blocks of the universe. Basically, quantum physics is what's happening in the world on a quantum level, not on a material level. On a quantum level, you have these things called subatomic particles, and they are basically the building blocks of reality. These particles behave in a certain way that make this universe a lot more strange. Basically, the theory is that the universe is a hologram, and the way energy moves and vibrates, the way these particles move and vibrate, basically solidifies what the universe actually is. So you see this matcha on a quantum level. It's just subatomic particles running around. And it's the same I'm just gonna start saying energy, because basically these subatomic particles are energy. And energy is in everything. It's everywhere. I believe that is what people are talking about when they say God, because it's darkness. Between every single cell is this dark energy. It's just divine energy, because the way these things work, it's miracles. It's basically just that. So I will suggest to you guys, please go read up on some quantum physics. It's not that hard to understand. When you start to know about the unknown, your consciousness grows. This makes your manifestation stronger. This builds up your confidence, and all around makes you a better person, because there's nothing to worry about. There's nothing to worry about. This world we're living in, it's real, but there's also a quantum aspect that you need to look at as well. When you start learning about these things, this is supposed to make you more divine. A divine being is someone who is in control of themselves, someone who is not basically detached from the material plane because you're higher above it. And do you know what is higher above it? This quantum realm that I'm talking about. Because we come down, we descend into the 3D space. But on a higher level, things become less dense because you're going closer to the divine energy that created everything. Everything's oneness, basically. The divine light, because we all come from light, and light is energy. So this energy that you're basically becoming aware of is going to amplify your intelligence. It's going to amplify your confidence in yourself and in God. And you're going to find yourself looking at life as a creative project. That's basically what my older video was based on. So please go watch that video. I feel like it'll make what I'm saying 10 times more understandable. Now, we are going to be talking about intention. Energy flows where intention goes. Yes, every single thought you have is an intention. Your thoughts carry light, they carry matter, which means they carry energy. And they're basically on your thoughts on a quantum level are these subatomic particles as well, because they go out into the universe. And the universe is kind of like an ocean where like a rock goes into the ocean and it ripples. So what you're sending out, your vibration is going out into the universe. And the universe is also like the Grand Canyon when you yell something and it echoes what you said back to you. So however you're talking about yourself, however you're talking about your life is going to materialize. So people are thought to kind of like look at the consequences of this reality, look at this current state of what you're in. But what you need to realize is that the physical reality is the past. It's thoughts that already materialized. Okay? So you're basically living in your past, but you have the ability to also be in your present, and you can also dream about your future. But where do you want to be? In the past or in the present? Because the only thing constant in the universe is change. And there's no point being in the future because it exists as a wave. You want it to materialize. So you stay in the present because the only time that exists is now. I said in the other video that time isn't real, it's an illusion. It's just something that tries to make things make sense. But as consciousness, you're constantly going through events, but you're just always in the now. So in the now, you should actually live as if you've got everything you want. I believe this is from Neville Goddard as well. A lot of the people that have read these books and studied the sciences start to understand that life is kind of a game and you're kind of reaching these upper levels, and it's all about what you're able to realize. So yeah, guys, have good intentions for your life, have clear intentions for your life. Don't be wishy-washy. I like using subliminals because just the mere fact of I'm going to be listening to these frequencies that are going to change my life sounds good. Frequencies are able to put you in the alpha state, which is when your subconscious mind is more active than your conscious mind. That is so doubtful because your conscious mind can't understand or wrap its head around like the vastness of energy and the universe, because everything is energy. So literally you are everything, but you don't feel like you're everything. You feel like you're just a normal person out of 8 billion other people, and if shit isn't working out for you, then that's just how it is. Shit isn't working out for you. But no, because you are energy. You are basically everything that's in the universe. And what else is in the universe, you may say? You may ask. Another thing that is part of the universe is money. Money is energy, because the physical paper that we have as money, the one that's in our bank accounts, like the numbers we see, they're kind of just numbers, guys. Like, I'm pretty sure before the Great Depression, there was a time where people all went in multitudes to the bank and asked for their money, but the bank couldn't give them all of their money because it didn't exist. Like, can you imagine that? Like, it's just numbers. And the way it's just moving, it's moving like water, basically. You can never be broke, especially if you're a woman, because money's just gonna keep on being created because you're a creator. You can never feel a way about spending money because it always comes back in abundance. And that's something that kind of like was hard for me to understand when I first heard it, but it makes so much sense. And that's because there's something called wealth consciousness, and it's knowing that you as a person, you as a soul, you as an eternal being, you as energy, you can never run out of energy. You like the amount of money that you can have in a lifetime is incredibly vast. Like, it's like inexplainable how much abundance you have, because that's what you are. You are abundance. There's never a run out of energy. Energy doesn't die. Energy doesn't cease to exist. It is energy forever. It only gets transformed, basically. So use your energy wisely. Use your light wisely, because what you shine on is what is going to it's just going to be materialized in front of you. Because something that happens in a quantum world is that these subatomic particles, when they are kind of observed on, they materialize. On a quantum level, when they're not being observed, they can basically move through walls. They're just waves. But when you observe them, they become particles. Guys, like, literally, that is what it is. And basically, how you observe, I'm gonna say it's with your imagination. The reason why children are the closest things to God is because they have a very wide imagination, and they have so much joy because you can feel the abundance of life, of peace in them, because like they haven't been tainted by the world. The world hasn't told them certain things aren't possible. They haven't even gotten used to the physicality of everything. They seem kind of free. And having that inner child is very important when you're older. You need to always be connected to your inner child, whether that's through creating, like I said in the last video. This is going to help you elevate, basically, because you're going to be living in a childlike wonder state, and that's going to attract things to you, because joy is attracted to joy. Like attracts like, basically, law of attraction. So a way to be creative in your financial pursuit or your financial abundance or manifesting this or being this, basically, is by learning more, reading more on what you want to see in your life. Colors have frequency. So if you want to be super rich, you could wear green, black, yellow, gold, dark blue, red, pink, just very vibrant colors. And you want to look good every single day, because guys, that is the money science. First, you acquire the wealth consciousness, then you start to walk, talk, and act like you know who you are. And that is where the money science comes in, because it's a proven fact that most successful people have discipline. So you need to be able to build your discipline. And I think building your discipline comes from trusting yourself. You need to be able to hold yourself accountable and always be in control. There's a certain level of success that you get to where there's no messing up, because you have to stay at this level of regal energy. You basically become kind of royal, and you have to stick to this. And so you have a disciplined routine, you have an electrical food diet, because money is energy, which is electricity. So building up the electricity in your body is building up your energy. So eating high electrical foods is going to really help you. I'm gonna put a list of electrical foods right here. This is so serious, guys, because you have to be obsessed and consistent for things to materialize. You have to be observing the life you want every single day. And that is where attraction comes in. So listening to certain types of music is going to raise your frequency, because music raises your frequency. It's a vibration, basically. So it's very close to energy, sound, light. I think sound creates light, I'm pretty sure, because God said, let there be light, and there was light. He said it, he spoke it into existence. And that's basically what you have to do. Don't ever say something that is not what you want, because the freaking vibrations of speaking is literally manifesting things for you. You're manifesting when you're talking, you're manifesting when you're writing. So if you journal, if you're really into journaling, journal like things have already happened for you. Don't be like, oh shit, I don't have any money today. Like, no, be like, even if you don't have any money, still be like, you know what? I am having so much money. Like, my money is up. Even if it ain't true, you wrote it like it was true. And writing something is forever. You've literally, like, the universe has like captured that, like, screenshot. So now it's going to take that and manifest it back to you. And I think that's where people get into magic and doing spells and all that. But that's also very scientific. And it just means what you're putting out is what you're receiving. So give confidence, give good energy, give positivity, because guys, brokenness is a pessimistic energy. It's depressing, it's sad, it's lonely. You're very angry because it's like, why has poverty made my house its headquarters? It's like, you don't want it. You do not want it. And I think where abundance comes in is through gratitude. Having gratitude for everything you already have, having gratitude for the people around you, and knowing that things are going to get better. And then that's where you come in with your knowledge, because knowledge is power. Applied knowledge is power, because it gives you, like, it's like a sword. It's like having the brain power and the brain capacity to know that you can't be pushed down. There's no problem that can be solved. And this is why things like spirituality and religion is so popular, because there's a lot you can learn from it. And I think pairing that with science is just so beautiful, because there's multiple ways to explain what is life to us. Yeah. And if you are on TikTok a lot, might as well make it useful to you and have a For You page or a feed that looks like what you want. Because guys, the 5G in the air that we can't see, basically this radio waves, whatever is in your phones, it's listening to you, because when you speak, when you have thoughts, it's the same wave, it's the same vibration. So your phone can pick up on your thoughts and it'll start showing you the things you're thinking about. Like, I don't know if you've ever noticed, but you'll be thinking about like cool hair or hair products, and that's just gonna be like all over your feed, but you haven't even said anything about that. This is a profoundly positive thing, because when you're being shown your thoughts and your thoughts are positive, then you know that you're on the right track to getting what you want. It's basically seeing your life before your life materializes. So yes, guys, dream life. Manifesting is knowing. That's just it. Manifesting is knowing. Dream life, like literally dream your life into existence. Because you need to have a vision for God to work with. Something that helps you stay positive is definitely movement. Building your core, having a stronger body is going to reflect a stronger mind. So exercising is really important. The type of music you listen to is also really important. I will say listen to people who have become successful, and they a lot of the time teach how they did it. Like Jay-Z's Magna Carta Holy Grail album is a really good album of like the type of life that you want to be living. I feel like it's just a manifestation album, and he's like laying down the steps. It's so cool. Rick Ross is also another person I love listening to. His Richer Than I've Ever Been album, his Aston Martin music album, so good. And Rihanna, Beyonce, and also gospel music also kind of like reminds you of the divine. But honestly, just listen to everything that you want to listen to that is basically the life you want to live. Like soft girl music, because femininity attracts. Feminine energy is probably the most powerful force, because guys, the economy and nothing would be running if females didn't exist. Like, we are the driving force. Who run the world? Girls. Okay? So yeah, being and vibrating as the person you want to be is very important. So feed yourself good things as well. Like, talk to yourself kindly. Always elevate yourself, because who else is going to do it for you? You know? And when it's like manifesting through knowing, you kind of also have to pretend. You know, they say fake it till you make it. So be like, what is the version of myself doing? In quantum physics, multiple realities do exist. So the version of you that has everything you want already exists. you just have to match the vibrational